That's lovely. Dr. Amita told me in Bombay that the session will be intentionally after lunch because she believes that I keep people away after gulab jamun and ice cream. I'm really thankful to organizers because this topic actually is brainchild of Dr. Amita. Where is she? She's coming. Tell her. She told me that what Delhi has undergone and the impact on India at large. And it's very true. When I was talking to my daughter, who has completed her 12th, and we were planning to take her admission in liberal arts because she wanted to take that subject. And when we were exploring university in Delhi, and she said, I don't want to go to Delhi. And I was shocked. I said, it's a media hype, don't worry. Ashoka University, nothing will happen. It's campus. She and her entire gang of 10 people have not given even entrance exam. Now, this is impact on teenager who has not gone through this process of abuse, but has identified with someone. Can you imagine someone who has gone through? The whole experience is so traumatizing to entire community unconsciously. Everyone is connected with this experience here. And to my great surprise, and that type of patient starts coming in, or I will say your patient. I'm telling you last morning story. OPD is crowded with patients, and one young girl sits in front of me and starts narrating her story. She's sobbing, she's crying. Why she's crying? Because her alcoholic father told her, you are like prostitute. Father telling this to daughter, she was humiliated. And she comes and tells me, he doesn't know anything what I have gone through. And she's sobbing. He loves his sister so much that we can't say anything about her. That is her aunt. And you know, when I was just 8-year-old, she was showing me pornography. She allowed her son to play with me. And she's crying. And I can't tell this to my father. He doesn't have any senses. And she's my patient since 1.5 years. And I don't know this. I'm professor of psychiatry. My patient sharing this experience, not available to me. And can you imagine what is happening to the whole world? And I'll show you some of the statistics, and it's mind-blowing. What actually is happening is only 5% people report. Only 5% people report. And the survey says 80% people wants to say. Physicians don't have skill, time, space to listen to this story. Or patients don't know whether I can tell this to my physician. Because they cannot tell to their parents. There is a question of physician. So we are going to deal with this sensitive area, sensitive topic. And I want that complete attention, because we will try to cover up the travel with common case which we go through. I'll show you very quickly one case, how it comes of thyroid and how the story unfolds. And I'll also tell you some of the early warning sign which patient gives you, from where you can pick up that she has gone through something. So we will try to detect, early detection of what your client might have gone through, so that you don't go through the same experience which I have gone through yesterday. About my patient telling me after 1.5 years that she has gone through something. And she is telling that I am telling you are the only person I am telling you now. So she has not told to the world. So is there any early detection sign from where you can judge that your patient has gone through this thing? Is there any skills or any other speciality knowledge which is required to explore this? Because second case which I am taking you is to the real world of paranoia. Patient who is labeled as paranoid schizophrenic. She is not relating to anyone. Not even eating, talking and opening her eyes since 7 days of admission. Can we relate to her? Can we do something to her? And I have n number of such cases, but we have limited time. But while I was preparing, I came across one more case where there was a child who was potentially abuser. So I'll request the organizer if you can give extended 5 more minutes to show there is a role of homeopathy in changing these people also who are labeled as a minor and abuser. Can homeopathy do for something for them? We have some potential solution. This is area needs research and attention. Very, very little work is done on this area. You go through Google, you go through PubMed, you go through various research papers, and you will be seeing that little research has happened here. Very little known to even European worlds, where there is a lot of academic interest. Because people don't share, so the research is not so authentically clear. So we will try to address this area. A case of 33-year-old psychologist, mind well, and many of these people chooses to become psychologists, psychiatrists, or take a BA with psychology or something with psychology or a counseling, because deep within their heart they know that problem lies in understanding this phenomena, possibly. So 33-year-old psychologist presents to us with hypothyroid and PCOS. She is coming for homeopathic treatment for these two major concerns. She is recounting her fear of strangers, fear of dark, cannot stay all alone. Even after 1 year of marriage, she is clinging to her mother. 1 year of marriage, she shifts her residence to closer to mother's house so that she can visit her every day. Are you getting what I am saying? Early signs and symptoms? At 33, you searching from your independence or you search for clinging to someone. So there is something going wrong. So clinically we see she is putting on weight, she has menstrual irregularity, and this emotional disturbance she is going through. Possibly there is a hypothyroidism which we have to interact, and everything was detected and all that reports were positive. But this is very important. She is very anxious, very frightful, she gets scared, she cannot stay all alone. Why she has shifted her residence? Because she can't stay all alone. Moment husband goes out, she goes to mother's place. And she cannot see others suffering. Moment she sees suffering on others, even on TV, she starts crying. She was not ready to marry. One boy in office continuously was after her. And then family said, he's such a nice boy, he's from same community, why are you saying no, no? And she got married. She was not ready to get married. Why is she in this state? As a psychologist, she must have studied all psychotherapy. She must have studied all this psychodynamic theory of Erik Erikson and Freud and everyone. None of this knowledge is helpful to you. They probably help some partial role in helping you. It's very important that such cases needs to be examined from childhood. And in childhood, there was constant fight between parents. They were too busy with themselves. She felt that my younger kids, brothers and sisters are pampered, but not me. She needed more attention. She feels her mother is not demonstrative. She doesn't hug her, she doesn't love her, and she was very, very angry and tormented. And specifically after her 5th and 6th standard, she started behaving very, very differently. Even mother was pushing her out. She was having nightmares, frightful dream, and somatic complaints, bedwetting and other things. So now these are all alarming signs. We have to think something has happened to this child. And do we inquire? Do we ask questions? Do we find out? And do we know how to find out? 5th and 6th standard, she is sexually abused by one of her uncle and uncle's friend. But she says, this story, I am telling you chronologically. She is telling you this story that at that time I never knew what is this. Only thing I felt, it's not good. But she has not reported to her parents because parents were having their own conflict and they were busy with themselves. Father found some disturbance, so he was very encouraging. He was playing with her. He encouraged her for extracurricular activity, and she overcome probably this area, not shared with anyone. They shifted to another place near Bombay, near Pune, Nasik. And she started missing her friend. Parents were busy with themselves, and one of the evening when parents were not there, neighbor enters. And he tries to sexually assault her. She screamed, shouted, and some help came on her way. Now that's very important thing what is happening. She felt like killing him. Father came home, he realized that something went wrong. He was also very upset. He also was very, very in an offensive mood. But their friend, a great friend of father, police commissioner, says, keep quiet. We don't have any major evidences, and it might create major problem for your daughter, for her future. So try to shift your residence, but don't try to make an issue out of it. Because he's tried to molest her. Major thing has not occurred, so just forget it and go ahead. This is how elders discuss, isn't it? This is how we try to cover up, isn't it? Fine, you do that. What happens to patient? She developed hypothyroidism in 11th standard. Probably an onset of PCOS also. Do we have role? Now she comes to us in this state. Marriage is going to be challenged for her. Sexual life is not that active in first year of marriage. Mother-in-law, this taskmaster, comes and spells out her. She doesn't know what daughter-in-law is going through. So a lot of tormenting state she's going through. And if we try to put all the pieces together, this is how you can see remedy which emerges. There are a lot of seminars which discuss this remedy. My focus, I'll not keep too much on remedies. Remedy anyone can think about, such fright, fear, nightmares, gets up at night, runs, one side angry, tormented, feel like killing, on another side extremely scared, anxious, no one should come closer to her. Can you think of remedy? Yes? Try? Very good. Any other remedy? Staphylococcus is a humiliation feeling, good. Arnika? If you study all rubrics and everything, will not take too much time. It is stramonium. Stramonium infrequently 200 to 1 m helped her to improve her thyroid, PCOS, weight gain, relation with husband, all that blah blah blah. I am not going into detail. What is more important is this is the consequences of sexual assault. And the percentage you see, 97% people go through depression. Some or the other form, either dysthymia or major depression or related depressions. 60% sexual dysfunction, 49% anxiety and panic, 48% suicide, 48% substance abuse, and 46% psychosis. This is authentic report of one of the survey. And this is the trauma. And this is the area where we have to work. So it's a multidimensional work. If you see that child who is molested in 5th and 6th standard, her age at that time, in 10th and 11th, her age at that time, trauma is different. So your understanding of child's evolution as psychological aspect, her family circumstances, socio-cultural aspect, the society in which she is staying, as well as potential aspect of genetics also is playing role. We'll discuss that. Commonest thing is this, and the shocking aspect I am telling you. Sexual abuse is, we all know what is called sexual abuse. As I told you, one of the case where she is seeing pornography, but children are used as one of the video and other things for child abuse. This is the figure 2007. 150 million girls and 73 million boys under 18. Can you imagine? This is survey, Government of India 2007. And in India, with our joint family structure, which has advantage and major disadvantage. कुछ भी घर में कजिन भाई ये वो प्रोसेस होते रहता है, वो तो होते रहता है, चलते रहता है, निकल जाना रहता है. Are you with me? Taken for granted. Individual sensitivity of female or a male also in that reference are not taken for account. And who will take care of them when it comes to individual? Who will take care of individuals in this entire society in most holistic way? Huh? Parents? Eh? Homeopaths. Homeopath have to, because I don't think so. Anyone goes into this detail like what we go through. Even psychiatrists in today's time don't do that. They are all symptom-based treatment. They are taking patient for 20 minutes and 15 minutes. What are they going to ask to people? What history? That's why there is only 5% sexual abuse survivor reports. Only 5% reports. Can we increase this 5% to more when it comes to people should say statistically 70%, 60% people report to homeopaths. And I'll tell you it is possible. It's not a big technology for that. In homeopathic repertory, Materia Medica, you will see n number of cases. And after selecting this topic, I dedicated this topic to you and Delhi. It's because of you were prepared, I opened my eye in this direction, and number of cases which we were working on. In this hospital, we have started with 20-bed psychiatry hospital. Within the 100-bed hospital, 20-bed unit is been devoted to psychiatry. And doing only with homeopathy, only in emergency, When case is very not controlled, we use allopathy to calm them down for some time. Here we encounter one case, and the story is like this. She was brought by relatives in casualty, and pathetically most of these people have been brought in rural area. It's a rural area of Maharashtra. Tied up होते हैं, बांध के लेके आते हैं, because they are unable to control them. When she is been taken on casualty bed, first thing she was doing and did was she hit male attendant on genital area. Not once, it happened repeatedly. So it was not just an accident. You should allow. Why I am saying what will happen next is very interesting. She, since before admission, 2 days before admission, she started talking less. She was behaving little odd. Socialization reduced. And her self-care started deteriorating. थोड़ा ऐसा डेटा प्रोजेक्ट जाएगा तो देखो possible, it's okay, otherwise it's great. She became suspicious about her own people around, about husband, about various people. All the paranoid points started coming in. She had 2011, she had this same complaint, and she was diagnosed as paranoid schizophrenic. And 6 to 7 years, she is under such treatment partial. But she will not take, and the type of care in rural is very at bottom. So there was no response, judgment about how she has gone through. She has taken treatment under Dr. A, and ECT and antipsychotics were prescribed 2011. Since 1 year she stopped taking it. Why she stopped taking it is a very interesting story. Then we took her to isolation room. Everyone has only one request. This is very, very sensitive videos. Patient have permitted us for this medical conference for discussion. Nothing is uploaded on YouTube. Nothing is uploaded anywhere. And please don't take photographs of patient at least. After 3 hours of hyoscyamus, because the way she was suspicious about her people, aggressive, abusive, we gave hyoscyamus, she was better. And then we could examine her, isolate her in this Anukampa ward, which we have devoted to psychiatric patients, treating with homeopathy. She initially was slightly better, and again the symptoms started coming up. And this is my experience with all our remedies, hyoscyamus and all so-called psychiatric remedy. They help you for a while. For sure it helps. But they don't touch the depth unless and until there is complete correspondence with the case. She was non-cooperative, non-communicative, and reluctant. Resident doctors were trying their hard to help her.
बेड जवळ जाऊन बसा बेड जवळ जाऊन
She is not opening her eyes. This is 3rd day. She was indifferent, not relating to anyone. Obvious prescription was anger, vexation, indifferent to all. Sepia. Sepia helped little. For sure it helped. She started at least taking some sips of water or chai diya to egg good piya, only egg good. When I reached on 5th day, she regressed further. Previous evening I received phone call that relative wants to take her to higher center where they have taken for ECT and everything. Because she regressed, she stopped taking care of herself, started passing stool and urine in bed. So then she was on catheter, not moving. Now whatever movement you are seeing, all that started regressing. She gone into mutism. No response, no talk, eyes are closed. And phenomenally, all my students told me that she's not opening her eyes. So firm she is that they did the test, we call it, whether they are hysterical or they have taken up some decision. So when obstruction were kept, she tumbled but not opened her eyes. What is she communicating? What is she communicating? Yeah? I think gulab jambu is not too heavy. Alive. Tell me, why is she doing so? Can Mike go there? Mike can go, someone take that. People want to participate. Just small participation for a minute so that everyone are together. Why she is doing so? Please. Or what is she communicating? By doing this, she is communicating or not? This is a way of communication. I always tell, sir, she is not talking. She is not relating. She is not giving case. I said, sorry. She is communicating. She is telling her stand. And why are you so upset? Because case nahi available hai, symptoms available nahi hai. You see the previous case, you had maze of symptoms. Here, only behavior and reluctance. Yes.
Yes, she is telling, leave me alone.
Leave me alone. What else?
She doesn't trust him.
Stubborn. What else? Avoid all eye contacts. Perfect. Disconnection. She probably is trying to commit suicide of a different type. 7 days not eating food, you are putting her on IV. She is on catheter. She doesn't want to leave, but she can't take that exit decision. So experience must be very, very mortifying experience. And this is very important. Labeling her, she is paranoid, giving her ECT. Is this a solution? Giving her antipsychotic drugs so that she becomes vegetable, moves around as you want, as much you want, and sleeps otherwise. Or we want a functional individual. This was the agony of Hahnemann. Why he left allopathy and why he is searching for truth, ended up into homeopathy. It was in psychiatry ward. Life and work of Hahnemann. In this psychiatry ward, he felt they are being treated like animal. And I want them to be treated as a human being. And can we do something? Can we do something for her? Yes or no? How? What? Now open up repertory, see the rubric, eyes closed for 7 days, you will find one remedy. Check that. Is there any remedy for them? Kali Kav is there. That's how homeopath functions. And that's what I'm going to emphasize on. That most of the seminars are now focused on materia medica. Very little seminars are focused on homeopath and not homeopathy. Homeopathy, there are a lot of technologies. Homeopath कौन बनाएगा? Organon लिखा Hahnemann ने, मेरे को मालूम नहीं. I don't know whether others have written this type of novel book. Why Organon? Why not only refine Materia Medicas? Here where he wanted